This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Hey, we welcome Sydney Harris. She's a senior at Sylacauga High School. And Sydney, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us this morning. I have known this young lady since she was that high. And she was running wild in church.
Yes,
but she's a senior at Sylacauga High School. Jane, it's good to Sydney, it's good to see you this morning. Your parents have played such a pivotal role in your life. Who are they?
Jana and Patrick Harris. Yes, sir. You know, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
You better
How
speak
are
to them,
you?
you know.
How are y'all? Hi.
And, of course, pastor down at Talladega Springs, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. At the Tabernacle,
Yeah.
you know. My home. I love it there. It is absolutely incredible there. The people, the environment, everything about it there is just absolutely incredible. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah. So tell us, who is Sydney Harris?
Well, I am a senior at Sylacauga High School. I'm a cheerleader. I play golf, and I'm involved in multiple clubs down there. And I want to pursue a major in apparel marketing.
Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I've always been in love with fashion, you know, ever since I was little. I've always loved
Pageants
fashion.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, pageants, you know. And I've just always loved pageants and everything like that. I mean, not pageants, fashion, you know. I've always loved fashion. So I was like, how can I use that as a degree into a job, you know? And I was looking it up this year, and I was looking at all the different jobs that could entail. And apparel marketing was a job that I could do. And actually, a buyer is what I'm looking to pursue as a job. And so that's basically what buying clothes as a job every single day. So, I mean,
That's what Patrick said.
Yes, sir. It can't get much better than that.
What's it like being a senior at Sylacauga High?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I get to school every day at 10 o'clock because I have classes. I have a college course in the morning, but it's an online course. So, I mean, can't get much better than coming in at school at 10
not
a.m.
bad.
So, yes, sir. Can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
And we have homecoming week this week, and it's pretty awesome, you know. Today is Tacky Tourist Day, and I mean, I have a pretty show enough outfit. It's pretty good.
You got a plan?
I got a plan.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Hey, being in fashion, you can really do that.
I'm pretty set. I'm excited. But this whole week is just incredible, and the whole school environment is just awesome. The teachers, everybody there, all the students, it's just an incredible environment all around. All the students, we all have such an amazing bond. It's just a big Aggie family.
You ever think about, man, I'm finally here. This is my senior year.
Every day, I really do. I mean, it just hits me sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not a freshman anymore, you know? I mean, I remember one day in my freshman year, I was like, I'm not gonna like be a freshman anymore, you know? I'm gonna be actually a senior. I'm not gonna be walking the halls as a freshman, you know? I'm gonna be a senior. Like, it's gonna fly by. And then now I'm walking the halls as a senior. I'm like, oh my gosh, that wasn't a lie. That wasn't a lie. But yes, sir, it is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. And then next year I'm going to be at college.
And you've kind of been on the college tour in the last little while too.
Yes, sir. It's been pretty good. You know, I'm loving it, every moment of it. It's been a little bit stressful, you know, having to choose a college and everything like that. But just going around and seeing all the different colleges and what they entail, you know, it's pretty great. I mean, every single college is so amazing in their own different way, you know. And all the colleges have been so nice and so welcoming, and they're so beautiful. And I mean, they're just amazing.
Yeah. As I mentioned at the top, I've known Sydney since she was a little girl, and worked with her mom and dad on staff at church for a dozen years maybe. And she's been a church person, a Christian, ever since I've known her. And is there pressure, Sydney, in being a true believer today?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, there's pressure in everywhere you go. I mean, because you walk out somewhere and everybody has that pressure and that mentality of, oh, you have to be the perfect Christian. You know, you have to be the perfect Christian everywhere you go. And if you do slip up, they always have that, oh, you have that one moment. I remember, I mean, you always have eyes on you somewhere, and you have just that pressure of you of, hey, you're that Christian girl that slipped up that one time, But I mean, you're always going to be that light also. That's my mentality of it.
So your faith is so important to you.
Yes, it's very important because, I mean, even if I do slip up somewhere, that could be a testimony to somebody of, hey, she slipped up and she's a very good Christian, but I've also slipped up and I'm not a very good Christian. But just because she slipped up and I slipped up and she's still very strong in her faith doesn't mean that I can still not be strong in my faith.
Yeah.
So that means I can be strong in my faith as well.
Yeah. Sydney Harris is our guest this morning. She's a senior at Sylacauga High School. What's next for you? I mean, graduation coming up in a few months. What goes on from here to there?
Well, I'm hoping to go on to college. I'm still undecided on what college I want to go to. I'm between Lee University up in Cleveland and Auburn University, War Eagle. And
that's your heart, isn't it?
Yes, sir. But I want to go into apparel merchandising, but that's the plan from here.
Yeah. So what's left in high school this year? What's some highlights that are going to be looking forward to the rest of the senior year?
Well, I'm obviously still so excited to be cheering for the rest of football season and for basketball season, and then I still have the whole rest of golf season to look forward to too. So very excited for golf.
So you're a busy young lady. Sydney Harris is our star student of the month. She's a senior at Sylacauga High School. Who has been an inspiration to you at Sylacauga High School? Who are some people that's really stood the test to be in your corner?
I would have to say one of the most inspirational people at Sylacauga High School for me would have to be Jake Elliff. I mean, he and Cassidy Elliff too. I mean, that couple has just been the most incredible set of people I've ever met. As soon as I walk foot in that high school, I mean, they're just really the most incredible people. There's nothing more to say about them. I mean, they're just amazing in every way. I mean, you need something, they're there. You need to talk, they're there. I mean, and Mr. Elliff, he does anything and everything for the school. He puts so much devotion into everything he does. And Miss Elliff, she is always so kind and so sweet, and she puts everything she does into her teaching. She's just incredible. They're both incredible people, and I would never trade having any of their classes for the world and never trade meeting them for the world.
This year, school year, the last 6, 7, 8 months of this year, Sylacauga High School has dealt with tragedies.
Yes.
And how has that affected the bond of that senior class at Sylacauga High School?
Well, I mean, obviously, like our whole grade was good friends with that sweet girl,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was our class, not only was she our classmate, but she was such a bright light. I mean, and even Preston, Brighton and Preston, they were both such amazing people, but I feel like they brought us together as a class.
Kind of shows you the frailties of life, doesn't it?
Oh yes, for sure. I feel like that really brought us together as a class, but we miss both of them every single day.
Yeah.
There's not a day that goes by that we don't all think of them. Yeah.
As you graduate from Sylacauga High School with honors and go on to a great career in fashion
Merchandising.
Merchandising.
Yes, sir.
That means making money.
Yes, sir.
How can you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, I hope to be a buyer for a big company, hopefully.
Yeah.
But the best goal is to be a buyer for a company. I would love to do that because, I mean, who wouldn't love to shop every day for a job?
Oh, Sydney Harris, a senior at Sylacauga High School, president of the Freelancers, a part of Focus, a cheerleader on the golf team. You pretty good at golf?
Yes, sir, I'd say I am. I'd say I'm pretty good.
Yeah, all right. And you've participated in a lot of pageants down through the years. Talk about one or two of those.
Well, I haven't done a pageant since I was about 10 years old.
That shows you how old I am.
So I've kind of dwindled down from the pageants, but oh goodness, I can't even remember the last time I did a pageant.
Anyway, we'll move away from there. Sydney Harris, our star student this morning. She's right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. She's a senior at Sylacauga High School, and she is a fantastic young lady, a cheerleader on the golf team. She is the president of the Freelancers and so much more. And more than anything, she's a good young lady. Here she is, Sydney Harris. She is our star student of the month.